Thank you. And I call Jim Allister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Northern Ireland has been blessed with many sporting giants in not just football but in many disciplines. But towering among them, undoubtedly, is Harry Gregg. And all that has been said to him today in terms of tribute is well deserved for his sporting achievements alone. But of course, it's not just his triumph on the football field that made him the memorable son of this land of whom we're all proud. It was also his triumph in the adversity of the Munich airfield, where he showed the selfless courage that most of us could only dream about, where with no thought to his own safety, but thinking only of those in great peril, he conducted himself in such a way that ensured that some people lived who otherwise would have died out of that Munich disaster. And many of us, I suspect all of us maybe in this chamber, have no recollection of the Munich disaster because it happened so long ago. And yet it is embedded in the consciousness of us all. Why? Because of Harry Gregg. It was that selfless behaviour, that heroic behaviour, that made Harry Gregg one of whom we are all so proud, not just for his sporting prowess, but also for what he did on that occasion. And yet through all that, as the House has heard, he was a man of immense modesty, self-effacing and looking nowhere for glory. And a man whom I only met him once or twice, but it was a privilege to meet with him and to be in the presence of someone who so earned the respect of this country, and someone for whom we're also glad that he was indeed a son of Northern Ireland. He was one of us. He lived amongst us, he came from us, he never forgot and was very proud of his roots, and so anxious to remind us all quite properly of where he came from. There were no airs and graces. He was straight up and down, straightforward, exactly the typical sort of Ulsterman that personifies much of the greatness of this province. And so I add in the expressions of sympathy and condolence to his family, to his many friends, and he will be much missed, but not forgotten. Thank you.
Thank you, and I call George Robinson.
Mr. Speaker, first and foremost, can I express my sincere sympathy to the family